South Africa.
South Africa?
In the beginning, there was the tenement stoops, Brownsville steps, Crown Height flights, Funky Medina repertoire, 5-star borough, tree-lined blocks, somewhere in the world, Brooklyn's in the house. And you know we won't stop spreading love, cause that's our way. Canarsie to Marcy to Sheep's Head Bay, sitting on the stoops, just bed-stuying it, doing it, did it, and no longer dying 81 square miles of broken valleys, double Dutch country, okey-doked, Native American stomping grounds, tin cup alleys, wicked bushes, Fort Greene pastures, bright as beaches, slope parks, congregating on the stoop after the lights go dark, cause that's our place of absolute style, of absolute grace. Those stoops where our legends are made, stick punch stuck front page, wiffle ball played, hot peas and butter. What to my mother, may I please go, Johnny on the pony, playing Cocolivio, cause those cobblestone wood brick bone stoops made us who we are. Midwood doctors, East New York authors, Coney Island basketball superstars, in baseball we broke the color line of ignorance with absolute dignity. County of Kings, standing on our brownstone throne from Genesis to infinity. See, we pull absolute rank. We are the absolute trendsetters. BK don't get good, it only gets better. Funky Medina, Bucktown, Crooklyn, USA, absolute Brooklyn, the greatest country in the world. If you're not in it, then you're just in the way, baby. So, yeah. I just want to say something. I just feel like I gotta say something because this is probably going to be the few times that I'm going to be in a room with a lot of, I guess, familiar minds, you know? The only way to be a fucking poet is to read other people's shit.
Thank you.
Real talk. Like, this ain't no fucking stroking ego shit up here. This is about a community of artists who support each other's fucking work, alright? And that if you ask me ever again how the fuck I'm on top, it's because I know everybody's shit and I steal it. Alright. This next piece is for a girl named Maria Escribadora. What are you? I don't know. But she's a homie. She's a homie. Anyway, I know her. All right. Anyway, so here he goes. It's a character from my play that I love to do. You know, the living word, inspired word. Fuck's going on? Oh, you gotta meet my girl Lily. Like Millie. Like Millie's not around, but Lily was so similar to Millie. Like Lily will always speak in similes, like you know, like I've been through a lot. Like I see these little girls running around acting like grown women, dressing like grown men. My mother would have like beat my ass like mommy dares if she called me acting like that. Like the time with my first love, this boy from the courtyard. Like nobody like wanted to like let their parents have anything to do with like boys, like let alone like those that came out of that building, because it was like the neighborhood New Jack City. But forget about it anyway. There was this one boy I like, forget about it. For like my 14th birthday, my mother got me a pair of these construction Timbs I like, and my father got me like a see-through beeper. So you know hip hop, like you can look ugly, but clothes make you look like the shit. So like, I go to Margaritas, which is like the corner bodega, where like my cousin sent me to show up and act like I was buying sunflower seeds and a Chico stick. And like we run into the 2, 3, 4 boys from the courtyard. So like my cousin sent me sister was already like going out with Ray Rest in Peace, who was hugging the corner like a drug dealer with his homeboy they call Lemon. And he looked like a thugged out Campbell soup kid. So like next thing you know, like this little white boy Puerto Rock runs up with me like a chain snatcher and pulls my feet from my mud jeans, which always makes my ass look like a Dominican before she has kids anyway. He didn't give me back my beeper until I gave him the dentist, like my number's so naive. Instead of giving him my number, I like giving him my virginity. I mean, he had to like hold on to my head to like get it in, but we'll get to that later. My mother didn't like his reputation. She thought I would like catch AIDS from just kissing him because like his mother had it, so I had to like break up with him. But then he became my boyfriend again, but like only over the phone for like a year. And he would tell me how to like live with his uncle because there was nowhere else for him to go. So like his mother didn't want him to do that. And like his uncle like taking his father's mother's death money and spending it on like coke all the time. So he had to get like a real job at this place called Goldman Sachs being a messenger. Like Andy started going wild, like stretch marks on a baby mama panty line, and like he went crazy too with them. So one time I was like, boy, And I wanted to feel like a gangster's girlfriend, so I told him this boy Blue Chip, who had a front tooth like a lapis lazuli in school, grabbed my ass like a manhandle, and he didn't do anything. I got so mad at him because like, no girl wants to be with a poser until the day he called Blue Chip. With his girlfriend holding hands, and they were wearing each other's sneakers. Like, who the fuck does that? Anyway. Like, I heard he like hit Blue Chip so hard, he was later on the floor still holding his girlfriend's hand. He didn't step to me and was like, don't worry about when I do things, as long as I do them right. And I was like, that's my man! We became really serious when I started going to this high school with John Jay. He had this natural smell I like Lutheran Hospital. I was like the last one, so we were like experimenting, you know, like dry humping, sharing each other's gum while making out. He already had sex with some trick bitch slut, I don't know her name, fucker. Anyway, he was my man. After all the pushing and pulling, I took off my little brother's red and black leg lumberjack, and he pulled off his Philly Blunts white tee, and there we were ass naked. He had a chest that looked like E.T.'s. I like cried after showing him my titties because I had like a cripple nipple. But then I was gassed to see how much like looking at my body. Before you know, like we finally did it. His hands were soft like a dishwasher's. I don't think if he took some girls' virginity before, and since I never lost mine, we really didn't know what we were doing. He put both of his hands on top of my head like he was climbing a rope. I gripped onto his butt cheeks that had a birthmark that looked like the island of Cuba. And like it took him a whole video of TLC to finally get it in. But when it went, it felt like a sweet burn. And then he started reggae dancing to me. To make it look like he had skills. And I went along with it like I knew what I was doing. Everything smelled beautiful and innocent like puppy water. We left that crib like a honeymoon stay at the Liberty Inn Standard to like the next day, like when my mother did the drive on him. Thank you guys.